Hi everyone, this is Patty, and let me situate this a little bit better. And what I want to kind of give you the information for you today is about information that's going to be day three of the 5 day. And the day three for the weight loss program is going to be about exercise and working out. As you can see, I'm at my office for today, like always. But there's a lot of things that come your direction with information and facts, and sometimes they're not accurate. And sometimes there's so much out there you don't realize what is right and what is wrong. And that's why I'm here today. I'm here to kind of give you some specifications of what you think might be right or what you might think might be wrong in the field of exercise or working out. Now, I do exercise and work out almost every other day. And now that it's hot outside, it's really hard because we don't have the gym open. We got things to do. So there's different things we can do. I know a lot of trainers and a lot of people that work out doing other things like bikini models and weightlifters and MMA fighters and that, and they all have all different types of things to tell you. But sometimes it's good for them, but not for you. And that's what I want you to realize. By you walking 6 miles a day might be great for a guy so he could lose the weight, but not for a woman. You might need to walk maybe a few miles, but not every day. Maybe every other day would be probably best for you. Now, I'm going to excuse the noise around here because there's some people walking around and showing off offices. So if you hear, just disregard. But anyway, so my question for you is about exercise and working out. So a lot of things I want you to first be aware of is to be in the moment. And that's the main thing, be in the moment. Don't worry about what you did yesterday or what you can do tomorrow. Don't worry about the after effects. Worry about what you're doing right now. And that means if you're walking, if you're doing your upper portion, if you're doing aerobics, if you're doing classes, if you're doing the treadmill, whatever it is that you're doing, just do it and do it what's best fits you. Now, you're the only one that knows your body and your mind, just like I do. So if you know you're doing too much, just stop or do less of so you can feel better and you get a better result from it. Okay, it's nothing like working out for 2 hours and it's going to take you 4 days to recover. That's not what it's all about. Drink plenty of water throughout the process, as you already know that. So I want to thank all of you to tuning in today, but also don't forget to subscribe below so you know about the other two that are going to go ahead and appear tomorrow and the next day. And now there's going to be other little live audios and videos that I'm going to post because there's so much out there that people have asked me to talk about that I've done in the past, but now they want to know a little bit more because they are home during the pandemic. So they want to make sure that they're listening and they're understanding and they're writing down some notes. So I wrote some notes that some of the trainers have given me to give to you as a listener. So the other things they're telling me is don't worry about how many calories you eat, but how much exercise you do. Now you remember 3,500 calories, I believe, is a pound. So if you eat that many calories, you're going to gain a pound. So don't think, well, if this says 1,800 and this says 5, I'm okay, I'm not going to gain. That's not true either. But if you're working out, you need more protein than you do anything else because protein burns. Now, some people have to eat smaller meals throughout the day to make them be more substantial for them to lose the weight. Some people doesn't have to eat any food and they lose the weight. So this is my body structure. I usually miss meals during the day because I'm super busy and I eat at night or late at night and I eat heavy meals. Sometimes I eat less, but that starves my body. So when I go home, I'm starving and I eat junk. And I don't mean junk, I mean like food that doesn't really interest me, but I eat it anyway because I have to have something in the body. So I've done this for a long period of time. I've kept my weight the same, but I still feel like a middle section might start appearing as you get older. So what I did is I started bringing things to the office that are good, like protein bars that are low in fat and carbs. I've been taking different things like vegetables or like carrots, things in that nature to the office to snack in between so I don't starve. Also a protein drink once in a while. But not only that, what I find is when I do this, what happens is I'm not starving at the end of the day. And because of that, I eat less, but I eat better. And it digests the body better. So by me starving throughout the day, I didn't realize it until late at night when I'm starving more and more. And then when it happens on the weekends or my day off, whenever I get one, it gets even worse. And I think all of you can associate with that. People that are in sales has a hard time to do this. Hairdressers have a hard time, even receptionists for doctors' offices and doctors, because we're so busy on the go, go, go. We don't have time to think for ourselves because we think we could eat later on or catch it later. But then we don't want to eat something bad. So sometimes fast food is right there in front of us, and that's the easiest, best way to do it because we don't have to make it when we get home. For those that are single, they don't want to do a huge order or meal plan because then what happens is they're not going to eat it, or they eat too much of it, or there's too much on the plate. So the best thing to do is think before you eat and figure out what's best for you. One of my clients went and got a meal plan, meaning they went and had somebody prepared for the week. She put it in her refrigerator, and every day when she got home, she had a great meal. But now that she's at home now because quarantine, she has 2 meals delivered every day. It saves her time going to a restaurant, going to any kind of store, and she feels safer because she works remotely. Now, this lady does it. She's losing the weight. She's doing the program with me. But not only that, she feels healthier because she's eating smart and better. And then she's not going to the store and buying potato chips or pretzels or ice cream or anything like that, which is truly smart. So the other thing, so don't worry about the calories, worry about burning those calories. So if you walk, if you go ahead and do something with swimming, if you do something, especially during the quarantine, they're lifting off little things here and there. Maybe just go do something with your upper body, go on the treadmill, do something where it's gonna make you feel whatever you work out, you're doing better. So that's one hint of that. Yoga, Pilates, any type of classes would help you out, even if it's at home or online classes. There's millions of them now. And not only that, you don't have to take the whole course. There's a lot of freebies out there, but at least start it and start doing your own. If you do it every morning, by the time evening comes, you're gonna be stretched out, you're gonna feel good, but not only that, you're gonna eat better because you don't wanna disturb what you just did, all the hard work you put in. The other thing I would tell you is change your routine. I had a lady that came to me one time that wanted to lose 20 pounds, but she kept the same thing day in and day out. She got up in the morning and ran 2 miles. She had her protein shake. She had something for lunch, and then she had something for dinner with no snacking in between. And she did this every day. Well, after 2 years, your body gets tired of it and wants a change. So I told her, why don't you put the exercise from the morning to the night? Why don't you change your protein drink as an in-between snack and eat eggs or something good in the morning and do something in between like fruits or vegetables? And she didn't do it because she felt it was a big of a change. She thought she would gain weight instead of lose weight. Well, knowing this, I kept on her and says, you have to do this. On her last session, she finally listened to me and she lost 8 pounds. Now, needless to say, she came back, did another round with me, and guess what? She lost her 20 pounds. Actually, she lost 22 pounds because she changed her mind of thinking about food, the way she thought, when she ate, and how much she ate. Because she was active during the day, so instead of her running, she was lifting weights, and then she was taking a class, and she was on the treadmill, then she was walking. She was changing it about. The other thing I want to tell you about is nutrition, but before I do that, I want to finish up with what I mean about changing routines. Now, what I want to do is tell you when you change routines, do it gradually. Don't do it fast or quick. I mean, don't change everything. If you're going to change a routine, instead of you running every day or walking every day, why don't you do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Or if you only work out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, why don't you add 2 days and put something else in, something low impact? But do something so your body knows it's always moving. Nowadays, we're usually sitting in our chairs in the office, or we're sometimes in our car delivering, whatever it might be. So start moving. Remember what I said in the very beginning, put a car at the very end of the parking lot and walk. How hard could that be? And just do it and don't worry about it. The other thing I want to tell you about is nutrition. Do you realize that our body and our minds get used to exercise and nutrition the same way every day? Now, I had a client that said, I could eat chicken every day, every meal. And that's bad. That's not good. Because what you're doing is you're allowing the mind and body to say, that's okay, I'm used to it, and no changes. And that person couldn't lose weight. Matter of fact, they gained a little bit weight and couldn't figure it out. Well, I figured it out because what they're doing is they're putting so much protein and they weren't exercising, or they're doing so much protein, they didn't measure the exercise to the protein they were eating, and they were overloading. And when you're overloading, it goes in your middle gut, and then you start gaining the weight. So we came to a plan that says every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you can do possibly Sunday, you eat chicken during the afternoon sometime, whatever that is. whatever time of day you like it to be. Now for dinner on the other days, or let's say lunch during the other days, I want to eat some type of fish. And it could be anything between mahi-mahi, it could be tilapia, anything his heart desires. But he's still working out. Now at night, I want him to change what he was eating during the day. So let's say you eat chicken on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you eat turkey, or better yet, you eat fish in the evening. And the other days that he ate fish or whatever during the afternoon, you eat the opposite by eating turkey. So the thing is balancing out his body, balancing out that the mind's going, wow, this tastes so good, let me see what else he has. Balancing out with the vegetables. Don't be mixing broccoli and cauliflower because remember what I said about inflammation, but also fruit. Don't put fruit together like, let me see, blueberries and raspberries, bananas and strawberries, or melons of all different types. The reason is the antioxidants in these fruit mix together and it confuses the body and it does nothing. But if you just eat blueberries, it knows what it has to do. If you eat strawberries, it knows what to do. But when you mix them all together, it's not getting enough of anything, so it's useless. So my suggestion to you from a very good trainer of mine says, eat one fruit at a time. Now, also, let's say you're working out and you feel really tired or you feel really hungry and you want something. Try to get almonds, not roasted, not glazed, not salted, plain, very plain, raw. When you get the raw almonds, what you need to do is drink a little bit of water with it and have at least 12 in your pocket. You can do this while you're exercising, after, before, whatever. It fills you up enough, but it gives you the protein you need to continue on with your exercises. Now that's an old thing that everybody knows about, but I thought I'd mention it just in case some of you forgot about it. So on that note, I want to go a little bit more into something else as I look at my notes. And the thing is change the scenery. That means change the scenery in something like, instead of you just walking or running in the same park over and over and over again, it gets boring, it gets tiring, just like your body does. So instead, choose a different park. Maybe choose a place that's more indoors. Maybe choose a place that's not a park, but a place where there's water or a lake. Start changing where you go so your mind will get excited to be there. That's why people get bored and they stop exercising, because after the boredom, it's not interesting to them anymore. Or if you can, have your dog with you, or do something else, or do a different way of doing. Do half walk, half run, or just sprint, or whatever you like, or bicycle, something different along the way. So that's another thing, is change your scenery. It's as easy as that. And do it at different times. Don't do it at the same time. Meaning, if you go every morning at 8 in the morning, why don't we do it at 8 at night? Or why don't you do it after work? Or why don't you do it at lunchtime? There's all these different things. And just change it up is all I ask you to do. When you change it up, your mind looks at things a little differently for you. Meaning it accepts it. But not only that, as you do it, what happens is that it finds that it's rewarding for you because it's something new. You realize that we use only 1/10 of our brain. And there's so much more to go ahead and solve and unsolve and kind of see what's in there. So what you want your mind to do is think, but don't think too much or overthink. Don't get too stressed or pressured. Just enjoy life, as we all should be doing right now. The other thing I want you to do is anything that's new, don't kind of say no. Try it out. And you don't have to take all the classes, but try it out. If it's weights, if it's Pilates, if it's bars is the one that I'd like to go do. But it seems a little difficult for me, but don't be discouraged. So you have to tell yourself, I'm gonna try it anyway, and just do it and see what happens and see if you get any results from it. Now remember, different things for different folks. Meaning, if someone does weightlifting and they're phenomenal at it and they see a lot of changes in their body, weightlifting might not agree with you. You might like running or walking. And then for them, they might say, wow, if I take this class, this Pilates class, I see such a difference in me. And you might take it and go, it doesn't do anything. Now, I love Pilates and yoga, but my mind is too busy for yoga, so I can't do that. And in Pilates class, I saw a difference, but it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do for me because of my schedule and how busy I wasn't consistent. I should go at least maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I was going once a week. And I think if I did it more, I probably would have seen more. Believe me, I was really in pain when I left there. So that meant my muscles needed to stretch and needed some exercise. So walking is my thing right now until all this lifts. The other thing, what I want you to realize that as it changes for the good, not to think about how all this is bad for our body and our mind. Remember to be in forward motion, meaning start thinking forward and all the great things that'll happen from this. Do you realize by us being quarantined, things have changed in our life? We value who we are as a person. We value not only that, but we value maybe the time we spend with family or friends over the Zoom, even through video. We kind of value our business and our jobs. We value our social network and what we do and what we say. But not only that, we value our pets in every way. Remember, be in the moment. Realize how happy it is to be in the moment right now, alive, healthy, and strong. But not only that, doing something for us now that when this pandemic is over, we're going to feel healthier because we're exercising, eating right, thinking positive. But not only that, realizing how important it is for us that it's going to be easier to get back in the swing of things. So what I want you to do is be less stressed. When you be less stressed, that means the worries and stress that we worry about, we can't change. We can't change a pandemic. We can't change what the world's around us, but we can change the way we feel and what we want from all of this. Whether it's us slowing down, that could be one thing. Whether it's appreciating what we have at home, maybe it's spending quality time with our pets and loved ones. Maybe it's understanding that by doing something for ourselves, it's okay to be selfish and be able to do stuff that's going to make our life easier and better in the long run. We all know that we live in a busy world. And being in a busy world, we go, go, go. We don't have time for ourselves. We have time for others, but not ourselves. My mom told me a long time ago, she used to say that the mechanic would always take care of everybody else's cars, and you'd always know who the mechanic was because he would always be driving the clunker. Never understood that, but now I do. We worry about everyone else, but we don't worry about our own body and our mind. So we have to start thinking what's right for us. Stay home. If you're not ill, stay home. If you don't feel bad or good. If you're ill or don't feel right, call the doctor. Get an appointment, take care of it, but stay home. If you have to go to the store and buy groceries, well, yes, please do. Or even help someone else that might need that help that can't get out. But not only that, stay healthy. Wear a mask, be able to stay that 6 foot social distancing. Even my dog stays away 6 foot, even in my car. It's kind of funny, huh? But if we start taking care of ourselves, washing our hands, making sure the hands are not on our face, but also start taking care of us and our business around us. Be kind and caring to the people around us. You'd like that to be that for you too. But also realize that the world is here for us. It's all for us. We just have to reach and take it, but take it the right way, in a positive way. Use all our resources, exercise, work out, eat right, feeling good. And when this is all done, we'll come out shining more than ever before. You always hear we're in this together. We are. And once it's over, we're going to be stronger as a nation, as a world, and move on feeling happier about who we became as a person. Someone once told me you don't know if you get to like yourself or love yourself unless you're home alone or you have to think with nothing on, without TV, internet, or anything else. Well, it's happening. Everyone's home. Some are alone, some are not. And it makes us think the value of our life. Are we valuable to work out the body with exercise, eat right? Yes, we're worthy, and start working on it today. Now, for those that watch last night's or last afternoon's one for number 2, day 2, I mentioned about cherries, and I hope you looked into it because someone contacted me and said they have used it and it worked tremendous on their joints, pain that they had, even arthritis. Now, even if you have a pain somewhere, even in your back, just try it. Make sure you dilute it with water or you get real cherries. Now, I love cherries, so I eat that all the time. But yes, it is a really good thing to do. So if you have no questions, that's fine. But if you have anything, you know, right below, you know how to contact me, email me, text me, call me. I'll be more than happy to share whatever information you need about exercise, working out, or even about items we talked through throughout these 5 days. Now remember, it just doesn't stop here. I'm available. I have classes, I have sessions, and not only that, I'm doing a huge discount for everyone that watches this because I want you to take care of you and I want to help you through it. So again, I'm Pattie Freeman. Tomorrow will be day 4. Click in and see what we have to talk about. If there's any questions, feel free to ask right below. I'll be more than happy to answer them so everyone can see the answer, because you know there's no stupid questions and there's no stupid answers. So again, thank you. And I hope everyone stays well, be well. And remember, we are in this together and we're going to overcome. Again, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.